Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Scout Prepper channel. Little military surplus for you again tonight. I know the bags are always popular. I've been working for about 2 weeks putting together some military bug out bag systems because they're so affordable, so rugged. I think you've seen me already do the United States Marine Corps ILBE system. You've seen the military inspired Kelty Eagle 128, several military bags, and they're just awesome. So this week I'm starting to get in, because I ordered last week, a bunch of components to the U.S. Army's MOLLE II system. And it is an excellent system. Now, if you're not familiar with the MOLLE II and with the military bags in particular, military surplus is cool because it's normally good stuff that's just being phased out. It can be a new load-bearing requirement, it can be new equipment that's being issued, which facilitates a new backpack, all kinds of different things. But generally what it means to us, the civilians or the consumers, is you get a real good piece of gear for not a lot of money. For example, the current Marine Corps b.o.b, FILBE system is running you about $400 if you can find one used on eBay. And there are not many on there. You have to watch every day and you'll catch one or two here or there. To put it in perspective, the last pack system from the Marine Corps, the ILBE, which was made by Arc'teryx, then proper, and only discontinued because the shoulder straps interfered with the military's plate carrier vest system. You can find that thing for 75 to 100 bucks, the full system, 3-pack system. So military surplus is definitely the way to go. I've been playing with the Army system that's been coming in this week, and it's the MOLLE II. I've already taken this pack to work with me 3 or 4 days this week and walked around with it a little bit, tried it on for size, stuffed some gear in it. I gotta tell you, it's awesome. So this is the Assault pack. It's labeled that from the Army because it's designed as their 3-day pack. However, unfortunately for us, it's been phased out. They do still make it, but not in real large quantities. This was phased out in favor of a medium size rucksack, whereas the normal Alice pack is the large size 5,000 cubic inch rucksack, and I'll do a review on that in a couple days. But this is what you get. So it's basically a 3-day bug out bag, and it's a little get home bag. It's roughly, and the dimensions kind of vary from site to site that you look at, but most people are calling this about a 2,500 cubic inch bag. I have to think that that's a little big. It really feels 21 to 24, maybe 23 100 cubic inch to me, but who am I to say? All right, what you get is a bag that's roughly 18 inches long in the length. So there you go, it's 18 by 13. It has multiple pockets on it, and it's modular because it's a military thing. In the military, as I've talked about before, they don't just go with one solution. All their gear is always cool because it's real adaptable, things like that. So in this system, you get a backpack that has a real good grab handle on the top, everything reinforced. It has 2 loops up here with Fastex type buckles, quick attach buckles, in which you can put whatever you got up here, the little fanny pack that comes with it, which I have over there, all kinds of stuff. It has a main pocket, it has a middle pocket, and then it has a front document style pocket or quick grab pocket. On the sides, of course, it's adaptable, so it has MOLLE here and here, as you can see. Both sides, MOLLE, everywhere. Which is cool because a lot of times in the backpack branded packs for the civilian world, you get a good bag, but you don't always get it as rugged a material, you don't always get MOLLE. In fact, you rarely get the MOLLE on there, and this is what lets you put the cool stuff on there. As you see, everything crossed, everything's done up real well. It has pretty good shoulder straps, so they're a little thin, but this isn't a heavyweight backpack. It's designed to be your assault pack, or basically you make camp, you drop your big bag, you put whatever you need for your little bitty mission or your day patrol or your day hike or whatever you have, whatever you do in the world, it goes in here. It also has a hip belt, strangely not padded. Okay, but again, not a lot of weight going on here, so you could ruck this thing with no hip belt whatsoever if you didn't want to, which, by the way, the hip belt pieces do tuck in to these cool little hidden pockets. You see my fingers are gone. It's down in a hidden pocket. Hard to see with the camo everywhere, but there it is. Each side has a pocket. Hip belts tuck in. Hip belt sides tuck in there. Also has this clear ID tag is what this is for, so you can tell whose gear it is, but in your case, that could also be your hunting license. So this is a great backpack for a day hunt, something like that. All right, let's get into the pack. On the front, you'll see again, more adaptability. You can stuff a big jacket under here or whatever, and it'll be held. It also holds down the lid to the main pocket. The main accessory pocket, pardon me. You see where this is on the pack. Here's the big pack. Here's the front. Okay, up front, nothing is in. There's no organization or anything in the little stash pocket. But it is a nice size, and you can put all kinds of stuff in there, like your wallet or whatever. It has a huge Velcro lid on the top. On the inside, I stuffed a bunch of MOLLE gear from the MOLLE II system, the MOLLE II system, just to show you how huge this pocket was. It was really above average on size. So in this pocket, I have 2 canteen pouches, entrenching tool pouch, which the rest of the world calls a shovel, 2 double M16 mag pouches, 3 M16 single mag pouch, bandolier, 2 grenade pouches. So all that fits in there, and as you see, that's a huge pocket. It's a big pocket. Lots of stuff went in there. So one of the biggest front pockets I've ever seen on a pack of a day pack or a 3-day pack size. Really nice pocket. You can put a bunch of stuff in there. I'm thinking that maybe your whole cook system and your freeze-dried food, or your survival kit and your first aid kit and your stove, or all kinds of stuff on a hunting application. From a law enforcement standpoint, you can put maybe your tactical vest or your little mag carrier, something like that, like a TacTech chest rig, something like that. Chest rig was the word I was looking for. That's so huge that you could put all kinds of gear in there. You could stuff a full-size coat in there, all kinds of stuff. I like that pocket. On the front, you have 1 row of MOLLE webbing, and I'm going to put, I haven't ordered it yet, but I'm going to put a Maxpedition Triad organizer on there, admin pouch. I have one on another pack that's actually in the cabin at the deer lease, but that organizer would fit perfectly right there, and it lets you do, in mine, I do a walkie-talkie radio, GMRS radio, my cell phone, and it's got a little pocket in the middle where I do my keys and stuff like that for the ATV and for the vehicle. Sorry, I got a siren going by. Even those that live in the country like me have sirens every once in a while. So into the main pack, right, you'll see in the back, fold this out of the way, it has a stiffener panel, which is pretty cool. This keeps the backpack rigid because it does not have a frame. A lot of the intermediate packs and small packs don't have a frame, but they use these little poly sheets now, plastic sheets, to keep them rigid. This is also the sleeve in here. There's a foam piece back here for your back. In here is also where your water bladder goes. If you like, the Army runs a 100 ounce, which is a 3-liter hydration bladder in here, and it has double, you see right here, double holes for your hydration tube to come out, so you can run on the right or the left shoulder, whatever you prefer. And then of course you can do it through your MOLLE or what have you to keep it going, keep it down, so it's not flapping around on you. Inside this big old pocket, I put the whole FLC from the Army. Now what the FLC is, right, you see it says US, the FLC is the Fighting Load Carrier. And it's basically just their tack vest, right? This thing has 3 AR mags on the front, 3 on the other side. It zips in the middle, like some of the SOE gear, the US grunt gear that you've seen. And then it's got a little grenade pouch up there, which I use for my flashlight. Little grenade pouch. Everything's MOLLE, so you can adapt it as you want. But that's a great vest. Well, that thing folds up and fits in there with 1,000 cubes to spare. So it's really a big pack. You could theoretically keep all your little daily mission gear in there, and it would work great. Another cool thing is, get this out of the way for you. As you can see, there's these straps. Now these straps, there's 2 on this side, 2 on this side. Okay. And those let you put it on the big MOLLE II pack. Similar to the Marine Corps' ILBE system, you can run your day pack strapped to the front of your huge rucksack. So again, you can drop, load, grab just your small pack and go. Man. Sorry for the siren there. I am a police officer, so I wonder what's going on in the county tonight. I don't normally get a lot of sirens. I live out of town a little bit. So, a good pack. Again, it can strap to the front of your big pack. It can hold all the gear you need for your day hunt by far, and again, multiple days. This would be a great get-home bag for the vehicle because it's not necessarily carrying a full-on load-out of survival gear, but it definitely has the stuff you'll need to get home. Even in cold weather, it has enough space for big gear. I'll try to spread that out for you. So a really large size pack. Get a couple questions here and there from guys messaging me off of YouTube. When I do military gear, they always want to know the patterns. So I want to mention that this is ACU. I'm sure you guys know that, but it's digital ACU. It's kind of what the Army has gone with right now, and it is a good looking color. I like it. It's not super dark, so it tends to blend in multiple environments, kind of like Realtree's AP. So I do like that. So the Assault pack, it's called the 3-day Assault pack. It's in today's current surplus market because again, it's not the current issue. Also has some straps on the bottom, as you see, so you can put your poncho down there or a small blanket or bedroll, something like that. Let me give you a couple of comparisons. That's the ILBE Marine Corps pack at 1,500 inches. Again, this one's called 2,500 inches. I'm really thinking 22-ish or whatever, but there you go. So it's a 1,500 with a single main pocket on the Marine Corps system, with the front just being a little stash pocket, no real depth or volume to it. I don't like this pack very much, and it's funny, I'm not alone. I bash it if I don't like it, but I'll tell you why, just to keep everything honest. It's funny, when I did the ILBE system, a lot of people messaged me and said, man, that front pack, that Assault pack is garbage. They've had it in the field as military members, so I like all the military stuff, but I don't like this pack very much, just because there's not much to it. Mine's kind of wearing out. It was pretty bad condition when I bought it, even though it was called very good. But it does have a stiffener at 1,500 cubic inch. It'll hold some gear, but it's just real basic. It's just one hollow cavity. One more from the commercial market would be the 511 Rush 24 backpack. This one in OD green, by the way, that's digital Marpat woodland camo from the Marine Corps, which they don't use much anymore. They're kind of desert tan on a lot of stuff and other patterns, but as you see, this one's rated at just under 2,100, I think 2083 cubes, and it's very similar in size to the military pack. A little smaller, as you can see, it's 2 inches more narrow, and size for size, it is just a little bit less deep, and it has a narrow front pocket, where this one has a big front pocket. I really think that's where some of those extra cubes are coming from. So very similar, but a little bit bigger than the Rush 24. As you see, the Rush has the MOLLE stuff, which I do like. 511, of course, is military and law enforcement oriented stuff, so more LE probably than military. But one thing I was going to note on these is cost. You know, I've been talking about the cost and how much of a benefit that cost is. So what are we talking about? Well, you can get the Assault pack for about $40 on eBay, on Amazon, in your military surplus Army Navy store, things like that. So about 40 bucks, but it's a 1,500 cubic incher, but it does integrate right on onto your ILBE. So if you're using the ILBE as a 4,500, 5,000 cubic inch big pack, then that would be a good one. You can get this bad boy for, as everyone probably already knows, about 99 bucks in most stores. 511 stuff is not cheap, and by the way, in case you're wondering, yes, this is the old version, which didn't have the turn down zipper covers. Now the zipper gets tucked inside of this this is probably a 2007 version. Zipper's in the middle, so this doesn't cover it for rain and dust protection. But anyway, about $100 and about the same size with about the same features, nearly identical packs, except it has an upper and a lower instead of 2 front pockets. And then over here, guess what? $25 to $40 from what I can tell on eBay for the 3-day Assault pack. And that's the U.S. Army's old 3-day Assault pack, because again, they're going with a with the medium ruck on their stuff. And the military changes stuff all the time. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It just means they changed their mind and they have billions to spend. So I hope you like the pack. The big MOLLE II is coming in a couple of days. I'm going to keep testing it because I'm really building a military bug out system. And then I'm going to do a good one because a lot of people have been requesting it. We're going to battle it out and go U.S. Army gear versus U.S. Marine Corps on the 2 packs. That ought to be quite interesting on the comments because, you know, I love all my servicemen, and but we're going to see which system worked out a little bit better for me, in just my humble opinion. Guys, as always, I appreciate the views and I appreciate you watching. Check us out on the web at scouttactical.com and on Facebook. The Prepper channel is the second channel of 3 from the Scout Tactical Network. As we've talked about, there's Scout Prepper and Scout Hunter to try to diversify and get everything categorized for just what you want to see. Scout Tactical is still the main channel with all the guns and gear and that kind of stuff too. The prepping gear and the bags and the loadout stuff is normally going on the Prepper channel. As always, thanks for watching.